Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. And you think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. The back's got it. That's strong run defense. Not much of a gain on the play. The offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, that's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up the first down here on this next play.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Can they pick up the first on the ground? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back in coming up with that conversion.
The Buckeyes looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up when there's first and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. Nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Offense facing second and goal. Caught quickly. He'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the returner is brought down. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's escaping the pocket now. He's on the run. Launches deep. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
How about this call here by this offensive coordinator? They're down early in this game, third down and long. The last thing they can afford to do is have to punt the ball, but they show you why they love this back. Get his hands on the football, and he picks up the first down. Unbelievable call.
Linebacker shifting around now. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. Just, oh my gosh, just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in the wide receiver position. You could say not recently. They had some pretty good players, but you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss. I just could keep going and going when it comes to the Canes.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. Can he make it to the marker? Finding some room at the 25. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down in this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he scores. Touchdown, Miami.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
And they tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a quick grab. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Quick throw to the left. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
They'll test the right side here. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Hands it off on the counter. And bulldozing his way through. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch made on the left side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. The Hurricanes will bring their punt team onto the field. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. The offense will take their first time out of the half. We'll talk strategy here. Now it's second down here. They're going to run it here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Caught near the sticks. It's Norris. The tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Buckeyes will line up here on first down and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Finding space at the 20. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking to pass here. He lets it go on the move. Looking deep. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And they finally make the stop, but a huge gain. Here's the ball into enemy territory, down at the 49.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. It's caught downfield. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line.
Boy, nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. For our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone for wide receiver play for decades, and they're working their way to get back to that now.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Pass caught. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere.
Can he reach the end zone? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Handoff to the single back. He stopped him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Contact as he let the ball go. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment of third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the run here, lets it go. Goes to his right side there for the completion. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And the Canes looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And now the defense able to bring him down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal was obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown for the U.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First down, looking to throw the football. He bought some time, now lets it go. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference. High completion makes it 2nd and medium. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. On the run here, lets it go. The short completion to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking to throw it again. Bringing pressure. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Buckeyes keep the football on the move. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Third down. They don't gain anything from here. It's a 51-yard field goal try. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Tight end makes the grab. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage. Well, the defense knows, Kirk, might take more than one tackler to bring this tight end down.
Well, anytime as a defense, you always want to rally to the football. But against this guy, you especially want to do that because you saw he breaks through that first arm tackle. I thought he might be able to pick up even more yards, but good job of getting extra hats to the ball.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And that run produces a decent gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Trying to get the throw off. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is, and they do a good job of it right here.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking for his big tight end. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. The Hurricanes will have first and 10 here. The shotgun running play call. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Positive yards at this point in the game, always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
They'll feed the back again. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's third down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Field goal try, no good. There's a penalty marker down. He might get a second shot at this. The Canes looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. 2nd and goal for the offense. He's going to hand this off. Touchdown, Canes. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man.
Boy, great job here of getting out of bounds. I know he didn't pick up the 1st down, but that's irrelevant. At this point in the game, it's all about the clock. You get out of bounds, you save your 1 timeout, and now you got a real chance.
And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. And an explosive play. Stop finally made across midfield at the 44. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Ball handed to the running back. The Buckeyes looking to keep this drive rolling. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. The tight end has got it. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on 1 guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. The Buckeyes looking to run some tempo here. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Pass caught. Can he get in? Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. The offense will spend a timeout here. 25 seconds on the clock. Great chance for the offense to tie the game. 1st and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Ohio State. This offense is still clicking.
And just like that, Chris, we got a touchdown here, and they're an extra point away from taking the lead. Unbelievable to watch this quarterback and this offense work.
And now the decision is to go for two and win it right here. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he's got it for the two-pointer. What a gamble. What execution. They now lead by one here late in the game. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll take a knee here, not wanting to spend time on a return. They'll start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They've got some time to work with. Will they go for a touchdown here or play it more conservatively and set up for a field goal try? Catch made on the right side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
At this point in the game, obvious situations, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs get them as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit and led to that incompletion.
Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. Pressure is coming. Using his legs here. Slides down to avoid the tackle. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. The Canes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. The quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. After a lot of time to scan the field, fires this one to the right. And it's incomplete. They come up empty there as time expires. Of course, in the playoffs, is survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football.